Hi, I'm Monica with the Gaston Branch Library, and today I wanted to do a book talk on graphic novels. Graphic novels are some of my favorite ways to read books because I love the fact that you can enjoy a story while also getting to enjoy art. And today I have 5 different books to show you. First graphic novel that I have to show to you is Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This graphic novel follows 2 teenage boys who form an unlikely friendship after they're sat next together in homeroom, and it begins to turn into something more. It follows Charlie, who is a 10th year student that recently got outed for being gay, and it also follows Nick, an 11th year student who is a rugby player. Basically, Charlie begins to form a crush on Nick, but he doesn't believe that it'll ever work out because he thinks that Nick is straight. But little does he know, Nick is also starting to catch feelings for him too. So please read this book and find out how it ends. It is actually a series. This is the second one, and it's super adorable, super cute, one of my favorite graphic novels. The next graphic novel that I have to show to you is Snapdragon by Kat Lay. This magical realist graphic novel follows Snapdragon, a young girl with a kind heart and a little bit of a temper who decides that she's going to go meet the town witch named Jax. She decides that maybe Jax might not actually be a witch, but she really likes the work that she does, so she decides to become Jax's apprentice and helps her collect roadkill and reassemble their bones to sell on the internet. Sounds weird, I know, but as Snapdragon keeps going over to Jax's house, she ends up discovering that Jax might actually be able to do real magic, and she might also have a connection to Snapdragon's family. This is a really great graphic novel that I love. I had a great time reading it. I read it in one sitting, so I definitely suggest that you pick it up. The third graphic novel that I have to show to you is The Magic Fish by Trung, Nguyen. This is a contemporary graphic novel that also uses elements of fairy tales and flashbacks to better tell its story. It follows a young boy named Nguyen who checks out fairy tale books from the library in order to read them to his Vietnamese parents at night to help them better learn English. Because of the language barrier that him and his parents have, he doesn't really know how to communicate with them, and he also really doesn't know how to tell them that he's gay. Through the fairy tales that they read, they understand each other better and learn how to better communicate. This is an amazingly beautiful graphic novel, another one that I read in one sitting, and I just could not stop looking at the pictures. They were so unbelievably beautiful, so I really hope you pick this one up. The next graphic novel that I have to show to you is The Tea Dragon Society by Katie O'Neill. This is a fantasy graphic novel that follows Greta, a young blacksmith apprentice who ends up finding a tea dragon in her town's marketplace. She takes this tea dragon home and asks her family if they know anything about it, and they send her in the direction of the owners. Whenever she gets there to return the tea dragon, she ends up finding out a bunch about the care of tea dragons, and she wants to learn more about it. While doing this, she befriends the 2 owners of the tea dragons and a young girl who is living on their property who is very shy, and she ends up becoming friends with her too. As she learns about the care of tea dragons, it shows her that she needs to have a bigger appreciation for her art, which is being a blacksmith, because she doesn't want that art to be lost along the years like taking care of tea dragons has. This is a super adorable graphic novel, and it also has a lot of LGBTQ plus representation, so I would definitely check this one out. And this one is also a series too, just like Heartstopper, so if you really like this one, you can continue on in the series. The 5th and final graphic novel that I have to show to you today is Dancing at the Pity Party by Tyler Fetter. This is a graphic memoir, which means that it's nonfiction, and it follows Tyler Fetter's personal experience with finding out that her mom has been diagnosed with cancer, to going through treatment, to eventually passing away, and Tyler having to deal with the grief of that. I feel like this book is a really, really good book, especially if you're going through losing a loved one, because not only does it encapsulate all of the sad parts of going through grief, it also shows how there can be happy moments in that whenever you're celebrating the person's life. I really enjoyed this graphic novel, and it is also a Scaban nominee for 2021 and 2022, so I would definitely check this one out. So while that was the last physical graphic novel that I had to show to you today, I would definitely suggest checking out Hoopla and Liddy to see our great selection there, because I know that you'll be able to find a graphic novel that you like as much as I like these. So, at your next trip to the library, pick up a graphic novel, and I hope you enjoy it.